Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Halty Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halty Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Stereotyping is a cognitive bias defined by Wikipedia as expecting a member of a group to have certain characteristics without having actual information about that individual. Investors can stereotype startups based on their previous experience. This can be a bias against a sector of business, a leadership style, or other. To overcome stereotyping, investors should set aside preconceived notions and examine the facts available. Investors should look at the deal, the team, and the market as a growth opportunity. Investors should also look at similar investments by other investors to learn more about the deal. Investors need to generate self-awareness to understand biases that come into their decision-making. With awareness, it becomes easier for investors to change their thought processes. The startup world is constantly changing, and old methods are replaced by new ones. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start our lesson today.
Halty Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.